so fast you'll feel like a winner. With your choice of connection speeds up to 20 megabits per second, you can download like a pro. More movies, songs, and games lightning fast.
Well, it's a brand new horror film. It's in theaters right now. It's called Paranormal Activity. Even the previews send chills down my spine. It's a story of a young couple who move into a typical suburban house, but then are soon disturbed by supernatural entities that delight in scaring the living daylights out of them in the middle of the night. Well, the pair use a video camera aimed at their bed to document these strange forces that then go on to disturb them as they try to sleep. It's called Paranormal Activity. We've been talking a lot about this lately. Is it real? Is it fake? Bryan Bonner, the head of the Rocky Mountain Paranormal Society, in studio with us this morning, along with Baxter, and we were talking about Central City. Dan DeRue just had a very interesting live shot, which is what, you know, in the business they call those interviews, where there were the orbs, pictures of the orbs on the Central City stage, entities, spirits, that types of things. And you guys are saying that that is not the case.
Not at all. I mean, first of all, you've got a nice big room that was there, and he noticed how incredibly dusty the bar was. The room is a dusty room. There's always particulates in the air. You have the flash go off on a camera. Anything that's close to the lens is going to look like a great big ball of light.
And so you're saying that these orbs are just nothing but dust particles in the air, that ghosts do not present themselves as circles?
Well, if they do, they just started doing that when digital cameras came out.
So. If you look at the
history,
they
upped their game.
Well, if you look at the history of ghosts and pictures, up until digital, we had full-formed apparitions.
Right.
Now we have these little glowing balls of light. So something, when the technology changed, made physics change, and now ghosts are little balls of light instead of people.
Well, you guys really know your stuff, and it sounds like that you've been watching this for so long that when you see a full-fledged, you get your picture back and there's somebody standing beside you. These things are real. Do you have any question of whether there are what we would call ghosts or entities following around us?
Yes, we absolutely have a question. Because as of this date today, we still have not seen really good proof. We've seen a lot of things that can easily be faked, and that's it so far. Now, everybody's had personal experiences which don't amount to proof, but they keep us in the business because they keep us asking the question.
Now, Bryan, what kind of proof are you looking for? I mean, we've watched the shows, even Ghost Hunters, where they ask the questions and the needles move. They hear the bumps and they review the tapes. And
well, just like we were talking about there, the thing that you run into is people in general that are doing this don't understand the equipment they're using. So by using the equipment properly and being able to have something repeatable, we're really into the whole scientific end of things, and having something repeatable, testable, that's where our proof is coming from. All of us have personal experiences, which are wonderful, and that's what keeps us going, but it's not proof.
Do you guys believe in your body goes somewhere, your soul goes somewhere when you're dying or when you're dead, or you're here and then you're essentially plant food?
Well, we have to back up just one moment when we answer that question, because we all got into this because we really had a desire to learn what was out there. We all had a little bit of a belief. As soon as you become a researcher, you have to put aside all beliefs, whether they're pro or con, and just have an open mind and let everything be a possibility. So we no longer have the luxury of
faith, being
able to attach onto a belief.
Right.
Okay. Well, we were teasing that we were going to find out if our studio is haunted. Any ideas straight off the get-go? It's a fairly new building.
Well, yeah, and the thing is they always like to say, well, what was here before? Well, the entire Earth is pretty much a grave, so you got just as much of a chance as anybody.
All right.
And Colorado is an ancient Indian burial site, so
anybody you ask.
As a whole,
so yeah.
So there you go. It could be. Yeah,
just let us in here for a couple of days with our equipment, and we'll see what we can find.
That'd be fascinating. Maybe we should set that up.
We'd love to.
All right, we'll see if we can work that out. Guys, it's good to talk to you. Baxter and Bryan Bonner from the Rocky Mountain Paranormal Society with the latest as we get closer to Halloween. Still pretty spooky, though. That movie's spooky.
It's a great movie.
It's a good movie.
I tell you what. All right, well, 7:27 on a Friday morning. Crystal, do you believe in ghosts?
I'll get back to you later.
All right.
Well, I hope there are no ghosts here because we have kids come to the studio all the time. I wanted to mention our Storm Force Kids program. You can come and get a tour of Fox 31 as well as the Deuce and learn about the weather, how everything works, how we do the weather.